Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We all love basketball, and some of us know a lot about it. Some of us don't. No matter what, the vast majority of us have all heard the name Russell Westbrook. Some of you may have confused him with Russell Wilson, or some of you may have studied his stats intently and often. The dude's a hell of a player, and we're going to get into how good he is later on. But in addition to that, we're not going to be statistics robots here today at Top NBA. We're going to go in depth on the man behind the basketball and his interest, tendencies, personality, and more. That's right, today we're going to go through a whole ton of things that Russell Westbrook doesn't want you to know. So without further ado, let's jump right into my favorite part of the show, giving those of you who don't know Russell Wilson a little bit of an edge by telling you about him through his Wikipedia article. Here you go. Well, Russell Westbrook III is an American professional basketball player for the Los Angeles Lakers of the National Basketball Association, a member of the NBA 75th anniversary team. He's a 9-time NBA All-Star and earned the NBA Most Valuable Player award in the 2016-20... Alright, you get the point. This dude is no joke. And that's why you've heard of him, because if you haven't, you must live under some kind of rock out there. Anyway, without further ado, alright, wait, before we start, one more thing. I gotta do my plug. So, there is a little bit more further ado. I'll make it quick, I promise. Alright guys, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any more of our content ever again. I'll give you a second to get on that. Alright, you did it? Cool, sounds good. Now we can get into it. Without further ado, let's go. First up, Russell Westbrook, the final pick before the big switch. That's right, Westbrook had the honor of being the final pick by the Seattle Supersonics right before they quickly turned into the OKC Thunder. He was a 4th overall pick that year, which was a pretty controversial decision by the Seattle City Thundersonics. Yeah, that's good, Thundersonics. Anyway, people were skeptical as to this pick because of so many other crazy good options that were in play. Here are some names for you in case you want to look back at that draft. Arizona guard Jared Bayless, Stanford center Brooke Lopez, Indiana guard Eric Gordon, and fellow UCLA teammate center Kevin Love. Next up, Russell Westbrook's favorite player growing up was Magic Johnson. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about this one, but it is interesting to see a player that many idolize today, idolizing someone else before he gets into the league. Another fun, interesting thing, Westbrook's favorite sports team in general is the Dallas Cowboys. Next up, the guy was a multi-sport athlete back in the day. Hey, good for him. He was a baseball star, playing shortstop for his team, football as a linebacker, and running back. Interesting that he was both, but alright. And tennis as a, tennis player. And obviously, basketball too. It's interesting, most athletes when they're growing up don't have a clear strong suit, and they gain abilities in one direction rather than another later on. While it's rare to have multi-sport athletes past college, it's happened. That being said, not that we blame him, but Westbrook stuck to just one. Next up, Russell Westbrook, like many successful athletes, has a strenuous, arduous, and other words for his difficult success story. We will abridge it as it began in his college years, where he started off doing kind of bad to be honest. He averaged 9 minutes a game and 3.4 points per game as well. The dude knew he had to put in the work to get it together, so he did. And in the offseason, he worked hard and played games with some NBA players. He ran drills on sand dunes in Manhattan Beach in order to improve his fitness. And after he did all of that, he went back and helped the UCLA Bruins to get to the Final Four next year, which was only his sophomore year. It's a big deal, a bigger deal than you think it is, because that helped him get drafted in 2008, helped him to get to where he is now, everything. Good thing they didn't just let it get blown off, because sometimes even the shortest amount of time spent putting in work can pay off in largely ways. These are the things that are insanely lucky and only happen to some people. But hey, we all get lucky in different ways. And this wasn't entirely luck either. I think it's awesome that he's done so many different things. Next up, this dude is insanely good at the game. We haven't talked about that much, but here's a small example just to give you an idea. He's the only member playing in the NBA's 100 triple-double club with Oscar Robertson at 181, Magic Johnson at 138, and Jason Kidd at 107. Currently, he's got 104. Whoa, that's a lot. And I'm not being sarcastic. And if you think I was, then you ought to learn more about basketball. Next up, the awesome duo of Durant and Westbrook. The two are, at present, tied for first all-time for most combined points in a game by teammates who were both making their NBA Finals debut. Durant scored 36 points, while Westbrook had 27 points in Game 1 of the 2012 NBA Finals. With that stat, He's tied with Julius Erving and Doug Collins in Game 1 of the 1977 Finals. Durant and Westbrook are the only teammates in league history to each have at least 40 points in the same game multiple times. They did it 4 times, too. Yep, you heard that right, 4 times. In conclusion, Russell Westbrook is a heck of a player, a heck of a guy, and a heck of a lot more fun when you get to see his personality shine through. His story is inspiring, his success is awesome, and we want to see him keep on doing great things for as long as he's in the NBA and beyond. For what it's worth, Westbrook gets the top NBA seal of approval. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's video, so thank you all so much for watching. Are you guys fans of Russell Westbrook? If so, or if not, let us know in the comment section down below. After that video, we'd hope that you'd be fans of him. He's kind of an overhated guy, and he's a pretty good dude, so go ahead, give us your opinions in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon for more content just like this. We'll see you guys in the next one.